While Inuyasha ended, Takahashi recently revealed that she's creating a sequel centered around Inuyasha's and Sesshomaru's children. This information has brought on a lot of mixed reviews from the fans. Making a sequel for an anime that has occupied its place as a classic is always full of risks. One potential problem is that Yashahime will not be focusing on the original characters from Inuyasha, but their children. There's also a possibility that the creator will decide to kill off the older characters to further the plot. Doing so might prove detrimental as most of the audience will only be watching the series for them. Unfortunately, it seems that this scenario is not far off, as fans already suspect the death of one or more major characters. While Inuyasha gained popularity because of its stunning battles, unique setting, and quirky characters, romance has always been one of its highlights. In the final act, Inuyasha and Kagome realized that they were meant for each other and tied the knot, with Kagome later giving birth to their daughter, Miroha. The sequel series, Yashahime, will be focusing on a 14-year-old Miroha who is a demonic bounty hunter. She will be accompanied by Sesshomaru's twin daughters, Towa and Setsuna, through a time-transcending adventure to regain the latter missing memories. However, both Miroha's upbringing, as well as the information released about this sequel, hint towards the death of either Inuyasha or Kagome. Maybe, even both. When we last saw both Inuyasha and Kagome, they had defeated Naraku, and in doing so, Kagome was brought back to her present. Following 3 years after this event, she had returned back to Inuyasha and given birth to a daughter named Miroha. However, after the confirmation of a sequel and promotional trailer and art, it looks like Kagome has already died. Furthermore, Inuyasha's fate does not look any better. While all of this is mere speculation, 3 main factors contribute to this theory. The series ended with the jewel finally disappearing, Naraku being defeated, and Kagome somehow managing to continue traveling between the worlds before ending up with Inuyasha. But now, assuming from Miroha's age in the Yashahime, at least 15 years have passed since Inuyasha's happy ending. In Kagome's case, fans often forget that despite ending up together with Inuyasha, she is still a human. This makes it entirely possible for her to be susceptible to human ailments. A 15-year time skip might be enough for her to have died from something like cancer or any other mortal illness. Even if we factor that out, despite fighting alongside Inuyasha, she is still not capable of defending herself against the deadliest of opponents. There is a slight possibility that she was targeted, which resulted in her death. In Inuyasha's case, an even more dangerous threat presenting itself within these 15 years, or him sacrificing himself to save Kagome, might be the cause of his supposed death. Furthermore, if this is true, then their daughter being a demon hunter makes sense. One of the main reasons fans are concerned for Inuyasha and Kagome and believe them to be dead is that the latter has not appeared in any promotional materials that have been released for Yashahime. Even Inuyasha, who has appeared in them, is not facing the audience and has his back turned. Due to this, their fates are still up in the air, but the fact that Inuyasha has appeared in the images, no matter the manner, along with his demonic side, makes fans far more confident in him being alive. The last but most important factor that raises death flags for Kagome and Inuyasha is the recently released description of the sequel called Yashahime. The story follows their daughter Miroha, who knows little to nothing about her parents. Now, any Inuyasha fan worth their salt would know that there's no way in hell that Kagome would leave her daughter to fend for herself. This makes us believe that there's a great chance of them either being dead or stuck in a terrible situation. One of the main reasons Inuyasha's relationship with Kagome was perfect was because she did not ask of him to become a human and accepted him for who he was. This means that Inuyasha is still a half-demon and will definitely end up outliving her. However, the fact that they got together despite knowing this justifies romance being one of Inuyasha's highlights.